What is up, you horde nerds? It is me, your host once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today, got a classic for you. I got to review the classics. I try to keep you with the underground stuff, but you got to talk about the classics to continually cleanse your palate of some of the crap that I watch, you know. But we're going to talk about the 1985 release of Day of the Dead. This is not rated. Look at this version, though. This is pretty cool version. It comes with actually a little, I forgot this was in here, but files from the doctor. Super cool little add-on to this. This, if you aren't familiar with this, it's from 1985. This is the dual disc version as well. This has bonus materials, multiple bonus materials. That's why I got this one, and it is fantastic. 1985, not rated, runs for an hour and 41. If you aren't familiar with this zombie flick, you probably live under a tree, or you're not familiar with horror movies, and that's fine, because that's why you're here. I'm teaching you, I'm giving you the guidance, because you need this one in your collection. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Great. Of course, I'm kind of partial to Mr. Romero, George A. Romero's movies, but if you are not familiar with this one, let's give it to you. In this third and final shocker in the legendary trilogy from writer-director George A. Romero, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, a small group of scientists and soldiers have taken refuge in an underground missile silo where they struggle to control the flesh-eating horror that walks on the earth above. But will the final battle for the future of the human race be fought among the living, or have they forever unleashed the hunger of the dead? Laurie Cardille, Joe Pilato, Richard Liberty, and Howard Sherman star in this controversial classic with groundbreaking gore effects by Tom Savini and featuring the most intense zombie carnage ever filmed. This is the ultimate edition of Day of the Dead, presented in stunning new widescreen transfer with terrifying DTS, ES, and digital sound FX audio. This is the darkest day of horror the world has ever known, like you've never seen or heard before. Anyway, so this is a great, again, written, directed by George A. Romero, rest in power, wonderful director, did great things, you know, Night of the Living Dead, all of those. I did read that he actually claimed this was his favorite one out of the trilogy of them, despite it being the lowest grossing of the three trilogies. So that's kind of interesting that I thought that I read that he thought this was his favorite. You know, of course, like it said, it does feature Joe Pilato, who was in Pulp Fiction, Dawn of the Dead, Rest in Power. It did win the 1986 Saturn Award, of course, for our buddy Tom Savini, for best makeup, because we all know he's a freaking god when it comes to makeup, and he knocks it out of the park. Now, I did hear that if you played a zombie, you got a hat that said, "I played a zombie" in Day of the Dead. You got a newspaper from the beginning, and you got a dollar bill, which is pretty cool. So Day of the Dead, 7.5 out of 10. Wonderful film. Check it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it below. What's your favorite zombie movie? Like, subscribe, hit the death bell for notifications. I appreciate you all so much. Stick around. I got more reviews coming to you.